Hello everyone, very warm welcome to another session on essay perspectives. Today's topic is that nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. So there are keywords adversity, character, and power. The topic is more or less similar to what Plato had said ages ago. The measure of a man is what he does with power. So here measure is nothing but character. So Plato wrote so much about character and other values of humans. So here, even in his time, he felt that anybody can be corrupted or anybody can be tested when you give them power. So it has a negative tone. Even this quote given by Abraham Lincoln, nearly all men can stand adversity. But Lincoln here goes by his own personality. So he seems to kind of generalize nearly all men can stand adversity, which is not true. Uh, like in my opinion, I don't think out of 100 people, even more than 50% can stand adversity. It's only very few individuals, very tough individuals, who can actually stand adversity. But if you want to test a man's character, give him power. So it's more about testing the character. So how will you test a character? If you want to test a character, you have to give him power. Now the question is, what kind of power? So there are so many kinds of power. So if you want to give somebody power, you should have some power to give power, right? So you should start thinking like this. So from where does power comes? From where does one derive power? From where does one acquire power? From where does people gather power, or who kind of accumulates power? Through what means one accumulates power? Through what is power an end in itself, or power is means? So like this, we have to ask as many questions as possible. Same goes with adversity, where you will have to ask questions. First, adversity. What is adversity? Hardship, certain difficulties that one faces in his life. So, why one faces adversity? And see, this part is not so important. It is just a context here. But you should know the meaning of this particular phrase and give some weightage, some 10-20% of your essay to this aspect also. But while you were telling that, while you were discussing nearly all men can stand adversity, earlier as I mentioned, of course, not all men even nearly can withstand adversity. But even if somebody does, why do they face adversity? What kind of adversity, and how they can overcome adversity? Can they overcome adversity? You can link back with the power here. So can they overcome adversity, stand adversity with or without power? So that is one perspective you can think about. And sometimes what happens, even with power, some people cannot overcome adversity. So that is because of ignorance, maybe because of lack of awareness, knowledge, or lack of support, lack of conducive environment, lack of even interest, to overcome adversity. So there may be so many things, right? So whatever perspective you think, there can be other perspectives to that particular perspective. So think like that. Now coming to essay, to test a man's character. Here, like man's the note that it is not man's behavior, man's conduct, man's action. It is about man's character. So character is deeper than behavior, conduct, human action. So character is some total of all the inherent values and their attitude, their behavior. So here, how will power help test one's character, right? So that is the main question you should start with. For that, you should start collecting examples of individuals. Here, of course, though it talks about a man's, so you can extrapolate it to institutions, extrapolate it to certain countries. For example, we call US as superpower, right? So, who vested US with the superpower status and the hegemony it you know had all over the world? From where did it derive? So, is it because of owning certain uh, arms, nuclear weapons? Was it because of being economic powerhouse? Right. So there are other dimensions like this. So with respect to nations and institutions and individuals, so you can start with you have to build, start with basic examples in these kind of essays. For example, imagine yourself uh, uh, being a student in your school, say in primary school. So you know that, I'm sure like you have gone through this experience of a monitor, a leader, captain in your school or class leader. So if you give him power and if teacher gives him power and makes him, you know, stand on the dais and ask him to watch everybody. So what it does with that power? So you know that you have experience. Sometimes they kind of uh, like innocent vengeance, innocent revenge is taken, and they kind of act really very strict. So suddenly when they are given power in the same classroom, when somebody is not given any kind of power, they act uh, like powerless. That is what. So you behave like you don't have anything to defend yourself. You don't have anything to stand up to something, and you submit. Yourself become submissive to the punishment that is given by the teacher. So in this kind of scenario, you can extrapolate with the same thing with the most individual, the most powerful dictators that the world had seen. The world still is having some dictators and some would be dictators. Some wannabe dictators are also there. So if you analyze these characters, from where did they get power and what kind of power they have, right? So here, what kind of power? So it can be political power, so it can be social power, it can be some cases, money power, muscle through business, accumulated money, economic power, power to influence decisions. That is what big businesses do, companies, corporates, and MNCs, people with huge money. And then there is something called moral power, intellectual power, and also there is uh, so there are many other powers. You can talk about spiritual power, you can talk about divine power. So many individuals possess expert power. So somebody may be very expert in their own field. Because of that expertise, they wield power in their own particular domain. So like that, there are various aspects to the power itself. So now, the highest I think is among all these powers is political power, because they get to influence millions of people, in some cases billions of people. So if they are either elected or selected, or elect themselves or select themselves to those positions through coercive action or through violence or whatever means. So uh, that power, how does it test the character of that individual? So here again, the other perspective you can add is that it not only tests the character of that individual, but also it puts into the test character of the people who follow those kind of powerful individuals. So that is something we see nowadays. Troll army and so-called IT cell. Every political party has these things nowadays. So the individual with the highest supreme power, or kind of absolute power, um is not incorruptible, and so the silence also plays a role. When they speak, the words also plays a huge role. So that is another perspective. When people have power, they don't have to speak, so they don't have to act also. Even then, it sends a message. And how does it test a man's character? Like in what ways? Again, what different perspectives you can think here. So one is like the same, like during the adversity, even with power, how do they behave? So when they have everything in their favor, so they think that they are invincible, they cannot be defeated at any circumstance. So during those kind of situation, how do they behave? So it is during these times when everything looks favorable to them, everything looks conducive to them, they actually start showing the. So you have to talk about all the negative values here, like arrogance. It can be greed. When they think they have all the support in the world, the greed actually increases, the arrogance increases. And also their desire to learn more decreases, because they think they own everything, they have everyone. And they stop listening to the people. They start thinking themselves as divine in nature. And then again they start taking ridiculous decisions, right? So this is how the other part, the dark part of the character gets itself revealed when they are given kind of absolute power, or when they are in the assumption that their power is invincible, absolute, and nobody can snatch that power. So like this, you know you have to think, mm, think keeping in mind individuals who misused power. And there are individuals like Mahatma Gandhi. Didn't Nobody gave him political power, nobody gave him money power, but the entire power he possessed was mainly because of the strength of the character. So here, for certain individuals, power, either does not give character or test character, or snatch character. But for certain individual, the character itself gives them huge power. So that is another very important perspective, how strong character can attract power, kind of intangible power. The people willingly, happily give these people the power to shape the character of the nation itself. So here, from individual character to character of the nation. So that kind of power is possible only when individuals are, like Mahatma Gandhi or Buddha, or sometimes like Ashoka or Mandela, who give up, who are not afraid to give up anything for a strong cause, which they believe in very strongly. And they have shaped their character through not good oratorial skills or anything, through practicing what they preach, right? So this is another dimension where you can talk about how one can strengthen the character. And these characters, you give them any amount of power, so they are not affected by it, because here character overpowers the power, not otherwise. So these are kind of different dimensions. Hope this discussion was useful to you. Think in these directions. For all the perspectives I talked about, you should get examples. As I repeatedly told you, get examples from moral stories, epics, and present situations from your history textbooks, both Indian and world history, and enrich your essay. Wish you all the best. Take care. Thank you.